Oh.
Look, just because I let you tag along to a couple of concerts doesn't mean we're Romeo and Juliet. I mean, sure, you're a little cute, but you're into all this honor student crap.
Honor student?
And I'm into more interesting things. And guys.
What interesting?
You going out with someone else? I bet I can make you forget him.
Sorry, Martin, but you just don't rate anymore.
Yeah, I think Marty just doesn't really seem to get the point here. Citizen Plus Pro, I have a plan to fix Hill Valley.
Yeah.
Hill Valley's totally screwed up, but I got a plan to fix everything.
You do, huh?
I'm gonna go talk to Citizen Brown and get him to make it all better.
That
Really?
sounds like the kind of plan you'd come up with, weirdo.
You know, I think that's the sort of thing that people in Russia would do when the Tsar raised taxes. Like, oh, it can't be the Tsar's fault. I'll go to the Tsar, and he'll make taxes lower. And they
Citizen Brown is a really great guy.
You're wasting your breath, Martin. I don't buy into all that happy talk.
No, really, this crazy police state wasn't his idea. It'll all get undone once I have a good talk with him.
You know, I almost feel sorry for you.
I'm off to see Citizen Brown.
It won't be long before I see Citizen Brown.
Hey, can I come with you?
You want to see Citizen Brown too?
Yeah. Maybe he can give me a heart when he gives you a brain.
Of
Oh,
course. Wizard of Oz. Yeah. Exit.
Your paint's starting to streak.
Ah!
See where the boss is.
Must be where Jen keeps her paints. Locked.
Alright. Should we see what's up here?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to go digging through the trash unless I absolutely have to.
I think that's gonna...
That junk looks awfully familiar. 50 years familiar.
Yeah. Only 30s. Shall we go back then? Should we look at the hints a bit?
Mm-hmm.
Quick. They want Jennifer into the... Harry, you can trust Jennifer, right?
We need another hint. We
Yeah,
already
you
knew
did.
that.
Okay, let's ask her about the Citizen Plus program maybe a bit.
Mm-hmm.
You also probably need to work on the demerits.
What is it now?
Citizen Plus program?
What do you know about the Citizen Plus program?
Only what I hear on TV, and the radio, and the newspapers, and the PA systems all over town. They want everybody to enroll. And they say it'll make us all happy and well-adjusted. Which is why I'm gonna stay clear of it.
Your paint's starting to streak.
Ah!
Your face is starting to streak. Oh!
Okay. So, shall we walk off somewhere else? We've pretty much asked her about everything. Oh, hey, what's wrong?
Look out, son!
Son?
Mom?
Oh my god, Mom! Oh my god! Oh no.
Wow, she's already out of the car.
Martin!
Martin!
Oh, hey, Mom.
Hey, Mom! How are you?
What are you doing out here?
So, what? Are you out here shopping or something?
Oh, shopping? Who shops anymore? No, it's that time of the month for me again. For my civic duty.
Oh, thank
I'll be
goodness.
polishing the statue all day.
Oh, right.
Who's golf cart?
What's with the golf cart, Mom?
Now, Martin, I know you're embarrassed to be driving around in last year's model, but we really can't afford the 86s yet.
What about my truck?
No one owns a truck in Hill Valley. Martin, are you sure you're feeling okay?
Yeah. I must have had a really vivid dream last night.
Yeah, of course.
Well, I hope your dream world was more fun than this one.
What?
Could you do me a favor? I forgot to give your father my timesheet for last week, and now Mr. Nosy is convinced that I'm hiding something from him.
Timesheet?
Aren't they annoying? But Citizen Brown always says, a scheduled life is a happy life.
She tells me she's not
could
quite
you be
so
a dear
happy
and
about
drop it
this,
off at
is
the
she?
house? Here, take the car.
Actually,
I know, dear. Love you too. I'd give you a kiss, but you know what that gets you.
Of course,
Don't forget to pick me up this evening.
Yeah, sure.
Right, so we gotta take this to George, I reckon.
Well, it's not the truck, but I guess it'll do.
Oh, why don't we get to that? Oh my god!
Oh, that would have made a great driving state, but I guess we could have run over someone or some hit things, and that would have messed up the story.
Yeah. no.
Anyway, what do you think of Citizen Brownland? Do you think anyone you'd like to send to Citizen Brownland? Or well, I'll call it this version of Hill Valley rather than anything else.
I like this version of Hill Valley. It seems in order.
Nah, but
I don't know, John. Isn't this illegal?
What isn't illegal in Hill Valley?
Shh. What if Citizen Brown's watching?
Don't worry, nobody can see us here.
He's a peeping Tom. Ah! Dad.
Try to warn your old man the next time, okay?
Good morning, Mrs. Brown. Please address me as Mrs.
I saw Mom downtown. She told me to give this to you.
Thanks.
Say, what gives around here?
Ah, you know, the usual. Keeping tabs on Hill Valley through my trusty bank of monitors. Always on the lookout for some interesting footage.
Right, what are you looking
What are
for?
you looking for?
Interesting. What do you mean interesting?
What kind of silly question is that? I've been gathering candid documentary footage for Citizen Brown's promotional videos for over a year now. I know your mother doesn't approve of my work, but wait a minute. You say you saw Lorraine? 11 to 12 hair salon, 12 to 12:20 lunch at soup mo counter, cream of asparagus with crackers.
What was that?
You know your mother's problems. If she slips up again, it could mean demerits for the whole family. There she is,
Well, that could
polishing
be
the
it.
statue in the park. Just like the schedule dictates. Oh, then everything's fine. Good. Unless... How was she when you spoke to her? Lucid? Sober?
What, your mum's a boozer?
Whoa, Dad, what are you telling me? Are you saying Mom's a drunk?
Shh. I don't know for sure that your mother has relapsed into her old ways, but she's been acting very odd lately, almost as if she didn't like my constant supervision.
Well-
Confidentially, I suspect she's got a flask hidden somewhere, probably very near the spot where she's working right now.
Maybe you shouldn't
Do
be
me a
watching
favor,
everything,
son,
George.
will you? See if you can worm the truth out of her. She won't confide in me, but she may be less guarded with you. Double rations this week if you help your old man
Rations? Oh,
out.
God.
What do you say? That's a good boy.
Okay, Dad, we need to talk.
What were you hiding when I came in?
Mm-hmm.
What were you hiding when I came in just now?
Hiding? I don't know what you're talking about, son.
Come on, I saw it. It was a videotape, right?
I might as well tell you. After all, you'll be 18 soon.
Tell me what?
Hill Valley under Citizen Brown is not quite the contented town you were led to believe it was.
You're kidding. No way. I don't believe it.
No way.
No way.
This isn't a criticism of the great man himself, of course, or his sainted wife, Edna. No
Sainted
one's worked
wife.
harder than they to apply the most advanced social planning techniques to our municipality. But,
What?
confidentially, not everybody appreciates it. A great many citizens, perhaps even the majority, actively resent the Brown administration. They don't say so publicly, of course. But in private, well, just listen.
I tell you, Bert, this regime is a joke. They're all laughing at us over in Fairfax.
A toast to Citizen Brown. May his beloved courthouse be struck by lightning. Shh, Agnes, you're awful. Are you coming to the town square, Lester? Citizen Brown's about to give another speech.
Citizen Brown can kiss my hairy...
Well, you get the idea.
It sounds like people can't stand what the Browns have done to Hill Valley.
Not everyone. Only around 50%, maybe 60.
Does Citizen Brown know?
He should. Whenever I send copies of my raw footage to the Public Relations Department over at the courthouse, I get a memo telling me how much Citizen Brown thanks me for my service. But how could he see those videos and not do anything about it?
Maybe you should take your tapes directly to Brown.
Oh, I don't
Someone's
know
hiding
about
the tapes,
that. I
ain't
mean, sure, he might appreciate my bringing these problems to his attention and reward me for my public service, but then again, they say it's never wise to be the bearer of bad news.
Ah, that's clever, George. You're right. It never is. The messenger always gets kicked down a massive
What
hole.
about Mom? What about Mom?
It's about Mom.
How'd she get like this?
How'd she get to be such a mess? This isn't how she is in my perfect world.
You're right, it's a real puzzle. Because of course we both know Hill Valley is a perfect world, but for some peculiar reason, the harder I try to get her to conform to the rules, the more she slips up.
She's considering Citizen Plus program?
She's thinking about signing up for the Citizen Plus program.
How does it...
Is she now?
You're not going to let her go through with it, are you?
Well, from what I hear, It's a fairly drastic procedure which completely reshapes the subject's personality. On the other hand, if Citizen Brown recommends it, it's gotta be a good thing.
Yeah!
Can't you back up?
Don't you think Mom would be a little more relaxed if you gave her just a little bit of space?
Now, there's a fine suggestion. What would Hill Valley be like if people gave each other space? Why, we'd all be tempted to follow our own impulses, and there's no telling where that might lead.
We need to people who actually have fun.
Oh my god!
Something on your mind?
I'll take Citizen Brown.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Why don't you give me those videotapes? I'll take them to Citizen Brown.
Thanks for offering, son, but I don't want to get you involved. Citizen Brown won't like what he sees on them, and I wouldn't want you to get the brunt of his displeasure. Not to mention the displeasure of all the folks on the tapes. Once they find out I recorded them, no, I'm not letting these tapes out of my sight. It's too dangerous.
Ask about me. Ask about you. But someone we both know. Ask about Hill Valley and its rules. What's the deal with the house? How do these monitors work?
Ask about me.
Okay.
It's about me.
I'm all ears.
What am I like?
Well, from certain things I've heard, I get the idea that people in this town regard Marty McFly as a
what?
a nerd.
They said that?
In so many words.
Just because a boy studies hard and gets straight A's and respects the rules and doesn't party or drink or stay out late and is perhaps a bit socially inept and obsessed with personal hygiene and prefers his rubber band collection
Stop!
to...
I really don't want to hear anymore.
God.
I'm proud of you, son.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Me and Jen.
I'm trying to understand why Jennifer broke up with me in this time. Recent past.
Are you still mooning over that girl? Forget her! She's bad news. Why, my surveillance cameras have caught her doing things that are completely against the Hill Valley Code.
I don't want to know.
Kissing with boys. Sitting with boys in cars. I've kept quiet about it for her father's sake, but believe me, you're well rid of her.
Where can I find me?
Is there anywhere you expect me to be, like, right now?
Well, I did expect you to be up at the lake until tomorrow with that Math-A-Magic competition, so I guess your time is pretty much your own right now.
Different subject.
Okay, different subject.
Yeah?
Ask about him?
Mm-hmm.
So about you and your, work.
Shoot.
How did you get like this? You're supposed to be a sci-fi writer, don't you?
You're supposed to be, I mean, wouldn't you rather spend your time writing, say, science fiction novels?
Science fiction. I did mess around with it once, but that was before Citizen Brown made it illegal.
Woo! No!
Sci-fi promotes an unhealthy obsession with the fantastic and impossible, and it encourages the idea that there might be better societies than Hill Valley, which is subversive nonsense, of course.
No!
Oh, God.
My god. No Halo!
I can't
Well, actually, no, this is 1986.
I can't believe Doc Brown would let that happen, even if he married like some
It is 1986.
How did you get like this?
You seem to be really into this spying business.
It's not spying, son. It's cinema verite. These
that's
candid
what it will
moments
say.
of Hill Valley's residents will eventually be compiled and edited into the documentaries and promotional materials that advertise our way of life to the rest of the world. True, you can argue that I've taken things to extremes, but I still get up to take my meals and, of course, to use the facilities.
Yeah. Different subject.
Okay, different subject.
Yeah?
Someone we both know?
It's about someone we both know.
Yes?
Biff, Citizen Brown, Edna. I'm talking about Edna because you don't really
Brother and sister.
David and Linda.
Have you heard from them?
No, I thought maybe you had.
Not in ages. As far as I know, he's still working for the big city newspaper, and she's still in that women's boarding house. I'll never understand why they decided to leave Hill Valley.
Yeah. Because they couldn't get the voice actors for him? Never mind. Think about Citizen Brown.
Have you ever spent time with Citizen Brown?
Well, of course I'm in the audience for every one of his public addresses.
One-on-one, I mean.
Oh, no. He'd never notice a common Sector L citizen like me. But I dream that someday he'll recognize me for my public service, and maybe let me shake his hand.
Wow. Tell me about Edna?
What can you tell me about Edna?
Mrs. Citizen Brown? Oh, she's a wonderful woman.